Hi, this is P R Sundar. Welcome to this special episode where I am going to talk about is technical analysis bullshit. Actually, few years before I came out with a video, technical analysis is a bullshit. First thing is that why did I come out with that video and what happened? That's an interesting story. So that's what I want to share with you. Usually, I used to be a non-directional trader. And all my workshop content is based on non-directional. However, sometimes when the markets, becomes directional, there were, hell amount of losses. So that was a drawback in the system. So while I was sharing this view, I had conducted one workshop in Mumbai in 2018. It was a 2-day workshop. At the end of the first day, so one workshop participant, I even forgot his name, but he changed my life. So he said, sir, you don't believe in technical analysis, sir, but I believe. Okay, I'll give you a good deal. You just give me 10 minutes for me to explain the technical analysis. And if you are convinced, you take it. If you are not convinced, you don't take it. It's up to you. Sir, in return, for giving me 10 minutes time, I will give you a free dinner for you tonight. So we will go to dinner together. I will pay the bill, but you just give me 10 minutes time before the dinner to discuss about this. I agreed. So then we went. So he explained me and it was okay. So it was a free dinner. And after coming back from Mumbai, I started following that. I was not really impressed with the results. So that was one thing. The second thing, one natural question came to my mind. Suppose you have a son or daughter, you want your son to be a computer engineer or you want your son to be a doctor. Why? Because in the society, you see so many engineers, computer engineers are doing very well. So many doctors are doing well. You see many people who are in that particular field, they are successful. So you want your son also to be successful. So that is why you want your son to be, doctor or engineer. Assume that you are living in a country where sweepers getting 10 times more salary than any other profession. I am sure you will want your son to be a sweeper. So not to disrespect the sweepers, but they are low paid workers. So they struggle in their life. So you don't want your son to struggle in his life. So the point here is that we see where more people are successful, we follow that. The same thing in my personal life, I have not seen, forget about more people, I have not seen even 1% or 2% who are successful after following technical analysis. In fact, you may remember one guy, when I came out with a video, technical analysis is bullshit. That guy actually came out with a video called Technical Analysis is Fabulous. But recently somebody took out his income tax return. They posted in social media by saying that he has been making losses for the last 2 or 3 years consecutively. I'm mentioning this not to blame him. So my idea is not to blame him, but just to tell you that, even the people who claim, who are in favor of technical analysis, they strongly advocate the technical analysis, they have not made money. So then how I am going to trust? If I want to trust, I want to see some people making good money. So that is one thing. Second thing, one technical analysis I listened to one of my friends, one of my workshop participants, but I started following, that was actually not working. But then, came coronavirus, non-directional things gave more losses. In fact, that particular year, I lost more than 1 CR. Then again, the thought came, how to improve. If you are staying forever with the non-directional strategy, as and when markets are going to become directional, I'm going to be in big trouble. So somehow I wanted to find the trend following. Then came to my mind, the guy who taught me the technical analysis, he asked me to look at the chart in hourly chart. But then I am not a very short-term trader. So why should I use the hourly chart? What will happen if I look at daily chart? So I changed that one parameter. Then I did the back testing. it was working very well. Then I did the forward testing also, and also was working very well. So then slowly, I started having faith in the technical analysis. So that's number one. Number two, one of my friends, he told me he follows some technical. He tried to explain to me, but I did not understand. I just told him, I am a guy, who don't get a simple thing, 200-day moving average, 500-day moving average. Those simple things I can understand. But once very complicated, it's not my cup of tea. I just told him, as and when market becomes long, you tell me. As and when market becomes short, you tell me. Then, he used to call me, sir, today Nifty has become long. Then I checked my system, there also it was showing long. Then another day he called me, he said, sir, today market is short. Then I look at it and in my system also it is short. So we both were following two different technical analysis, completely different, but still at the same time it is showing long and at the same time showing short, maybe 5-10 point difference, not a big deal. But then, I understood, okay, we want to go from point A to point B, we may choose to go by different cars. We may go by Mercedes-Benz, I may go by Jaguar, another person may go by Audi, anything. But we are going to the same place. So the same way, the main job of technical analysis is to identify the trend. I think more or less that should be working. Then the question came, how come I did not see any person making good money using technical analysis? So then, I got a logical conclusion. And what happens, I think this example I have given many times, I will give you one more time. So assume that a guy has 10 lakh rupees, margin money for each lot is 1 lakh rupees. You look at the technical chart, let us say ICICI Bank is long, and you go and put 9 lots. Okay, long position, keep 1 lakh for MTM loss. No, technical analysis is all about probability, it's not about uncertainty. Unfortunately, that day evening, ICICI Bank chairman was arrested by CBI. The next day, ICICI Bank is going to fall 4%, 5%. Your MTM loss is going to be more than 1 lakh. What happens, unfortunately, lost so much money. The next day, bring another 10 lakh, put it. Now, keep watching the technical chart. Assume that HDFC Bank is showing long. Do you think he will dare to go long 9 lots? No. He will go only 2 lots. But this time, nothing will happen. He may get 10% profit for the capital deployed, but since he deployed only 20% of the capital, so 10% return on the capital deployed will be equivalent to only 2% on the total capital. He will get 20,000 rupees profit, but his capital is 10 lakh. So the problem is actually not with the technical analysis. The problem is the position sizing. All those people who say position sizing, they will never be able to tell you what is the right position sizing because nobody knows. One thing is very sure, when you put more capital on the table, that is when the risk will come and hit your face. When you put less capital on the table, risk will not come, reward will come, but that reward will not justify the reward for the entire capital. So this is where the people are stuck. So that is why, now what I do, I mix some directional, some non-directional, so that, I don't deploy my entire capital in the directional strategies. Some directional strategies, maybe 2 months, some directional strategy, maybe 6 months, So I just diversify within this space. If I have 100 rupees, I will diversify into 4 different. So 2 non-directional strategies, 2 directional strategies or something like that. Of course, nowadays I'm not trading, but soon I'll be back. It's a matter of another 6 months. I'll be back to trading. This is how I evolved myself into a trend following person. So completely not having faith, then somebody taught me, still did not do well, then changed the parameter, then started doing well, still thinking why other people not making money. I found the answer for that, so I modified. So when all this happened only about a few months before, maybe 1 year before, and that is why I decided to change my whole workshop content. Earlier, I used to be only a non-directional trader, but now I am a more directional trader than non-directional trader. So that is how the new content has come. and new workshop participants. I think the feedback has been really very, very good. So if you want to subscribe to our workshop, so you may register your interest. I'm coming to India sometime in the middle of January. So in the month of January, I may plan to do some workshop in Chennai and Bangalore and other places also. I may be there in India for maybe for 1 or 2 months. And I'm also planning to do some mentorship program where the people can come and stay with me for 1 to 2 months, and then they can interact with me and I can teach them how to trade. But remember, sir, you are doing mentorship, so you trade, I will follow you. You cannot say that because I am not going to trade. But if you want, I will show you how I am trading in US markets. But Indian market, if you want me to see I am also trading along with you, then you may have to wait until May end 2024. Right. Otherwise, I have no restriction for doing mentorship program in India. Same thing, you can call our office if you are interested. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.